In September of 2019, SeaWorld announced Icebreaker, a new Premier Rides quadruple-launched roller coaster that will contain elements that have not been seen before in the state of Florida. What's great about Icebreaker is that it will be the first true family coaster at SeaWorld Orlando. While the coaster lineup at SeaWorld is really good to say the least, they have a huge gap. Since Journey to Atlantis and Super Grover's Boxcar Derby are their only family coasters, they really needed that middle ride for kids who are tired of Boxcar Derby and too scared to ride Mako can ride as their first major roller coaster. You may be surprised that it took SeaWorld this long to add this kind of coaster to the Orlando park, but let me tell you that Icebreaker was not SeaWorld's original plan. So today, I'm going to tell you why SeaWorld Orlando needs Icebreaker. Now, if you have followed the channel for a little while, you would know that I have a small obsession with Premier Rides roller coasters. So I myself was extremely excited for Icebreaker. When it was delayed until 2021, I was sad, but I respected it. Now, I do believe that Icebreaker will be an incredible roller coaster. However, as I said before, this was never SeaWorld's original plan. What do I mean? Well, in 2013, a documentary was released. This documentary would ruin SeaWorld's reputation for good. It would be known as the infamous Blackfish. Now, for those of you who don't know what Blackfish is, to sum it up, it was a documentary that showed how SeaWorld treated some of their animals, and it definitely affected them. Luckily, they would recover and continue to manage their parks across the U.S. Now, you're probably thinking, then how was Icebreaker not SeaWorld's original plan? Well, that's what I thought until myself and some of my friends discovered this. Leaked concept art on what SeaWorld originally had planned for their Orlando park. Now, there were many additions that were supposed to happen after 2013. Most of them would unfortunately get cut due to the Blackfish documentary, but today we aren't going to talk about this whole project. We are going to focus on one specific addition. Now, while your eyes may be drawn on this massive roller coaster right here, that's Kraken, so don't worry about that. Now, when you look right above it, you can see a little roller coaster just peeking out. Now, when you look at it from a different angle and focus in just a little more, you can begin to see what this roller coaster was supposed to be. For those of you who didn't know, back in the early 2010s, SeaWorld would drop concept art on two different rides they would hope to add to some of their parks. One being a SeaWorld Rescue themed dark ride that was never built, and the other would be a SeaWorld Rescue roller coaster, where you would go on jet skis and soar over the water. In 2017, we would finally see one of these prototypes come to life. Wavebreaker the Rescue Coaster opened at SeaWorld San Antonio, a double-launched Intamin family roller coaster. Not only would this roller coaster just act as a fun attraction that everyone would enjoy, it would be SeaWorld San Antonio's best addition, because it was a mid-tier thrill roller coaster that everyone would adore. So why wouldn't SeaWorld add another one, or why did they wait until 2017 to finally add a coaster? The truth is, they couldn't afford it. Now, I could end this video right here and say they couldn't afford it, but no, we have to dive in deeper. Was Blackfish really the only reason why this expansion didn't work? Well, let's go back to the concept art. So while I usually would dive into this whole project, I'm only going to focus on this one roller coaster. If you would like to see me dive into this whole project, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more updates on this forgotten project. Anyways, if you look at Wavebreaker and then look back at this concept art, they look fairly similar. Now, let's look at this angle. If you zoom in on this small section, you can see that SeaWorld Orlando was supposed to get Wavebreaker. Now, I don't mean a clone or stealing San Antonio's Wavebreaker. I mean a new kind of Wavebreaker with an original layout. One we have never seen before. This looks like it would be a great roller coaster that would fit SeaWorld Orlando perfectly. Just look at Wavebreaker, a multi-launched smooth roller coaster that twists and turns over the water. After riding Hagrid's motorbike adventure at Universal, I already know how fun these family motorbike coasters are. Add soaring over the water? This is the definition of a fun roller coaster. Plus, one thing this coaster has that San Antonio doesn't is rock work, and over-the-top theming. I mean, just look at this section of concept art. We can see that this was going to be really interactive and have some great rock work elements. This would have been a perfect addition for SeaWorld Orlando. Now, this whole project was supposed to start in the year 2017, which, as I said before, was the year that Wavebreaker opened in San Antonio. So personally, I don't know when this coaster was supposed to open, but if I had to guess, I would say 2019, and I have two reasons why. First, it's obvious that SeaWorld has needed a new family-oriented roller coaster for quite a while. Second, when you look at this concept art from this angle, you can see Infinity Falls, which did end up opening in 2018. It would make sense if that area would be complete by the time construction starts on this new roller coaster. Now, as much as I like to dream and predict what happened to this project, let's go back to our present. 2020. Pandemic. SeaWorld has finished construction on their latest roller coaster, Icebreaker. Since SeaWorld Orlando didn't get their planned family coaster, they had to bet on their backup plan. For those who don't know, SeaWorld purchased 3 Premier Rides roller coasters a few years back, all being their Skyrocket 2 model. So when SeaWorld Orlando needed a family coaster, it took them a while because they were on a tight budget. Plus they had priorities such as Infinity Falls that needed to open first. So instead of getting an intimate roller coaster which is known for being a bit pricey, they decided to call a cheaper manufacturer that they could rely on to deliver a great ride. Now personally, I think Icebreaker will be an overall better roller coaster than Wavebreaker, and I think most people can agree with me. However, the roller coaster that SeaWorld had originally planned was a lot longer and took up much more land. Personally, I don't believe that Wavebreaker at Orlando is officially cancelled. I still have hope. Why? SeaWorld stock has been skyrocketing lately. They have been at their best since the documentary was released in the past couple of years. Plus, after all of the new roller coasters open, like Pantheon and Iron Gwazi, SeaWorld might have a chance to look back and bring back forgotten projects. Icebreaker is the best coaster addition the park has received yet. I'm not saying that it will be the best coaster in the park, I'm saying that it fits the park perfectly. Plus, I think this coaster is actually going to surprise people. It will have some great moments of ejector airtime along with unique elements that will truly add on to the experience. While Icebreaker may not be the most family-oriented roller coaster, it will be a great mid-tier thrill ride that most people can enjoy. That is why SeaWorld needs Icebreaker. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comment section below if you want me to dive in deeper on this original project, and please subscribe if you haven't yet for more content just like this. As always, this was Hunter from Theme Park Hunting. I'll see you guys later, and follow the thrill.